Good day and welcome to JST BB Payroll Form. Here you will learn about an application that was designed for you to keep your control of your payroll, how much money you earn every day, and it's a very simple task. It takes about 30 seconds to get the whole thing done. Real simple, error free, and it allows you to save so much time of your life instead of having so much headaches. So you will begin by going to your form that will be designed especially for you. In this case, I'm going to mine. I'm going to come first to my base here, to the website, and from there I'm going to go ahead and go to my particular page. Allow me a moment. And this is the way you will start off on your form. Now, of course, I'm going to show you how to put this in your phone so that you just click on it and it comes directly here. In this case, I'm using a simulator so that I can go ahead and design a video for you guys. Okay, so this is the way we'll start. You're gonna have a password because it is private content and it's your content, and you're gonna request for a PIN, which you're gonna go ahead and input the day that you sign up for your account. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go into mine so that you can have an idea how it works. And as you can see, JST BB tools, and we start off with the weekly payroll earnings. Okay, so you're going to begin first with your first and last name. In this case, I have it embedded into the application for me, just like it can be embedded for you as well, so you don't have to type it in all the time. Imagine that, doing that every single. And I'm sorry about that. I had to pause it because had a siren there going on, and so this can be done already, just like you see it here. You're going to select the day of the week that you're working, so that can be Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, whatever day you select is fine. You're going to select the day, which normally, if it's for the same day, it's going to be already embedded automatically. But let's say, for example, that you wanted to backtrack and put some of your data that you had in books or in pages somewhere written down, and you just want to make sure that your numbers are correct. You can go ahead and do that as well. And what you do is you come here and you will select the date, the month, the year, and you can backtrack as much as you want if you want to just digitize everything for yourself. But for the purpose of this lesson, the date is going to already be there if you're including the data for the date that you're working. So here you see I have already embedded an email address. You have the option to be able to do that as well by selecting one of our more advanced programs, and if you can customize it, or we customize it basically for you so that it has the colors you want and how you prefer to have it. So everything is going to be color coded. So we're going to begin with the AM, okay, which is you can see it's in black, and you're going to insert your base or peak rate that you earn. Okay, so it's different for everyone. I try to design it so that it'll be simpler. Instead of me having 150 different numbers in there, you put it in, which takes less than a second. So in this case, let's say it's $12. We want to make sure that you're putting solid numbers and your cents, and you're putting your decimal point. Okay, it's very important because you want this to be accurate. Okay, so let's say, for example, that this day you work 2 hours. So you select 2.0, which is 2 hours. Now you have option an hour and a half, an hour 45 minutes, 2 hours, 2:15, 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 45 minutes, and so on and so on and so on. For this example, we're going to go ahead and select 2. As you can see, automatically you already have a total here. I prefer solid numbers, so I don't put the 0 zeros, but if you prefer to have the decimal with the 2 zeros there, I'll be more than happy to make sure that your application contains that ability. Okay, so with that being said, you're gonna have a comment box just as the one you see here presently, and that can be used for a number of anything. So let's say that you want to keep track of the clip number that you're using. You want to go ahead and put in there your clip number, so you can go ahead and do that. Let's say it's CP1111, for example, and you want to say, hey, I went to JFK, I went to JFK. You can put any notes you want there. Each one of these sections all have a comment box in it, and you can go ahead and feel free to use it. If you don't need it, you don't have to put anything in there. You can just leave it blank. Alright, so let's move on. This is the PM run, and let's say that in your PM run, you're earning, we said $10. Did we say $10? Did we say $10? Oh, we said $12. Okay, so let's say your PM run, right? You're matching your $12. So let's go $12, but this time you work 3 hours. Let's continue going down. Alright, so you can see the 36 is there, and let's say you had a midday run. So your midday run is a base pay run. So let's say you made $11, and you go ahead and select that you only did that for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, remember, we don't want to include any deviation time in these numbers. You don't need to put your deviation time because you'll have an opportunity to put deviation all the way at the end. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you keep this to whatever the clip number or whatever the time is that you're getting paid for that run. Then whatever extra deviation you're going to get, you're going to put at the end of the form. Okay, so as you can see over here, it's $24.75. Again, you get the opportunity to go ahead and put in any data, and you see it's green. This one is orange, and again, so this is going to be now an extra run. So let's say this extra run, you're getting paid $15 an hour for whatever reason, right? And this run was only for, you know, an hour and a half, let's say, for example. You go ahead and move forward, and as you can see, you made $22.50 there. And again, you get commentary box, and now we have charters, and so on and so on. I think by now you get it. It's that simple. It's that ABC 1 2 3. Believe it or not, it's that simple. What used to take you an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to get done, because now you had to make sure, then use a pen, find a pen. If you didn't have one, your booklet, where you left it at, your sheet, where is it, what pocket, all that is gonna disappear with this application. It's so simple. It's created for you, Bernie bus driver, Bernie bus monitor, Bernie bus employee. So here we go, and let's say, for example, this is going to be your deviation time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put in the, allow me a moment, I'm skipping in here. Alright, so we got our deviation time. We're going to go ahead and put our deviation time. What is it that we're earning for it? So normally that's going to be, if it was deviation in your peak time, it's going to be let's say $12, let's say, for example, and your deviation is an hour and a half. We're going to come here, and we see we got 18, and over here in the comments again, it just is gonna specify, you know, the reason why these comment boxes are all over the place. They're made so that you have a comment for each section, so that you don't have one comment to address everything, because then you might forget, when did it happen? Did it happen in the morning? Did it happen during your charter run? Did it happen during your midday run? You know, you want to keep track of when did it happen. Now here we got any extra pickup. So you helped out and you did an extra pickup, you go ahead, by default this is going to be marked on 0, but let's say you did 1, you go ahead and you click 1, and as you can see right here, right away you get 5. You see that? If you say 2, you get 10. If you say 3, you get 15. If you say 4, it gets 20. Alright, now you're gonna get the total for this day that you worked. Okay, so the total for this day is $145.25. okay, and you worked a total of 10 hours and 25 minutes. Now once you get here to the bottom, this is so important, just also like the beginning where your email address is embedded or you inserted it. Alright, you want to make sure that your email address is being inserted. If you don't put it in, you don't put it, it's going to kick you back out, because it's required and you need to put it in there. But not only that, it's important that you put it in there and make sure it's correct, because this information that you just put into this application is going to go into your email address. Alright, and this is the routine that you follow every single day. I mean, something that you had to constantly be writing, and you know, I mean, if you like me, my time is valuable, and if I can save an hour a day, 40 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 50 minutes a day, 2 hours, I'm gonna do it. This application offers you that. And here you're gonna go ahead and type in the numbers. These numbers are meant to for your protection, so that's the reason why these numbers need to be in place. Okay, because if not, let's say for example that you were in someone's computer or in someone using someone else's phone and stuff, and for some reason they haven't noticed that they got hacked or something. What happens is during that process that a computer has been hacked or a phone has been hacked, these things will come up differently. So when you insert them, they won't work. So that's the reason why these things are used. But you also want to make sure that when you're using your number keys, as soon as you click in here that you're going to put in these codes, your number keys automatically is going to capitalize the first letter. So you want to make sure that you're using lowercase letters on everything, okay, across the board. So take 2 looks. Get used to taking 2 looks, because if you make a mistake of putting these things in the wrong way twice, this whole form and all the data that we just finished putting into it is going to get erased, and you have to start all over again, all the way from the top. Okay, now imagine that this is your finger, this cursor you see on the screen, and you're scrolling upwards. Okay, so basically that's what you're doing, you're scrolling upwards. Okay, alright, so that's all you're doing. If you want to scroll downwards, you scroll downwards, you know, whichever way you want to scroll down with your fingers, of course. If you're using a cell phone, you're using a tablet, it's the same concept. If you're using a computer, then you're doing what I'm doing with a mouse. Okay, so here I go. You submitted it, the form went out, it went out to you, it's in your email box. Nobody can take it from there. It can't get lost, it can't get misplaced, you can't forget about it, you can access it anywhere. This is a lifesaver. Now, not only that, let's say for example that you find yourself, you know, in payroll, you see something's wrong. Well, easy. You take this form and you send it to the person that's in charge. So let's say for example you're sending it to Ursula, or you're sending it to someone else in the administrative office. You just put in their email address that belongs to them and send it to them, so that they can see that what your sheets reflect and what yours reflects. You know, again, make sure that you're getting this approved by your superiors, by the administrative staff, okay, because they have their own system, and when they see something different they get confused. So this is designed for you personally. This is designed with the concept that it's going to help you personally. If somebody in the administrative office wants to accept it, for you to submit them an error that you might find, then you can definitely do that. If not, just continue doing it the way they are used to doing it. And that's all for today. Hopefully you enjoy the tutorial and you can see the value in this program, and you go ahead and put it to use. Okay, so let's go ahead and end this. So how do you get the program? Well, that's very simple. You're gonna go to bb.juansabelo-todo. Sorry. Alright, sabelo-todo.com. That's going to bring you over to the main page, as you can see here. And when you get here, you can read about stuff if you want to read about stuff. But if you like me and busy, you probably don't have time. But if you do like to read and stuff, you can. And you just hit here to get started today. Once you hit there, it's going to bring you here. Once it brings you here, this is a form that you're going to fill out, but you're not going to fill it out first. What you want to do first is you want to go ahead and select your program. In this case, you can see this one is $5 a month for the copper program, and it gives you everything you see here. And this is the same program, but this is a yearly course, and you're paying for one lump sum. But because you do that, you're getting rewarded with a $20 discount. That means you're paying less than $3.50 for this program. Here you go. And then you got the silver program. The silver program is what you was just seeing. They had my picture on it. They had a blue design in the background. But not only that, it also accesses other programs that will be available to you through this availability, like something that calculates your overtime, something that allows you to combine all your days into one, so that way you're able to get a total lump sum in one shot. So you know, those are the benefits of selecting the $6.99 plan. But again, you really don't need it if you really don't want to. But if you like the extra perks and stuff like that, like I do, then it's worth its weight in gold. Well, I hope you enjoy the program. I hope you see the use for it and you get to use it and benefit for all the time that you're gonna save. Instead of getting down on looking down on a sheet of paper and writing things down, now you can just click them away. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you so much for joining me here at BB Payroll Form.